Hi students, welcome back. So we will continue with the same chapter, that is machine, and today we will deal with the topic levers. So students, have you seen a piece of rod or a piece of wooden stick? Sometimes we use this rod or wooden stick to remove a piece of boulder or something. You know what, that piece of stick, that rod is the simplest form of machine, and in the language of physics it is called lever. So talking about the lever, I would say it has four components: rigid, straight or bent bar, load, effort, and the last one is fulcrum. The axis about which the lever turns passes through a point of the lever which is called fulcrum. This point does not move but remains fixed when the lever is in use. You can see one figure on the screen that shows a simple lever. AB is a rigid bar that can rotate about fulcrum F. Distance from load to fulcrum AF is called load arm, and distance from effort to fulcrum BF is called effort arm. An ideal lever works on the principle of moments that states in equilibrium position of lever, effort into effort arm equal to load into load arm, means E into BF equal to L into AF. So make the ratio on both the sides, L by E equal to BF by AF. But L by E is equal to MA, hence MA is equal to effort arm by load arm. This is called law of levers. Next, talking about the kinds of levers. So here it is, depending upon the relative positions of load, fulcrum and effort, the levers are classified into three groups. Class 1 lever. In this, the position of fulcrum is in between the load and effort. Class 2 lever. The position of load is in between the fulcrum and effort. And the last one is class 3 lever. The position of effort is in between the load and fulcrum. I would suggest you a word to learn all the time. Remember all the time. Flee. F-L-E, flee. First letter is F. If F is in between, it is class 1 lever. L stands for load. If load is in between, second lever. E. If effort is in between, it is class 3 lever. Now we will see all the types of lever in detail. Let's start with the first lever. In class 1 lever, the effort arm can be more than, equal to or less than the load arm. Hence, mechanical advantage and velocity ratio can have any value more than 1, equal to 1 or less than 1. A beam balance, seesaw, scissor, pliers, they are the examples of class 1 lever. And now talking about the second type of lever. In this, in class 2 lever, since load comes in between effort and fulcrum, load arm is always shorter than effort arm. Therefore, MA and velocity ratio both are always more than 1, and this type of lever acts as a force multiplier. A nut cutter, mango cutter, wheelbarrow, they are the examples of class 2 lever. You must have seen how in a nut cutter cracker the hard nut is broken with small effort. And the last one, class 3 lever. In class 3 lever, as you can see, the load arm is always longer than effort arm. Hence, MA and velocity ratio of class 3 lever is always less than 1. However, this type of lever is also useful, as in this class we can apply the effort at a convenient point. A knife, sugar tongue or a fork are the examples of class 3 lever. With this we come to an end for today's session. Next time we will see the police. So by the time, thank you and stay safe.